Good afternoon, Esperance, with the Janitor on Hope FM 103.9, bringing hope, sharing joy and building community. Just sit back and listen to the music for the next 3 hours with the Janitor of 50s, 60s and 70s. The young gentleman in the studio with me today, he's running for Shire Council next month. He's a gentleman who has had some experience there, a couple of years on Shire. Rob Horan, welcome to the studio, Rob.
Thank you, George. Beautiful day.
It's a lovely day, and it's all better for seeing you here and your smiley face.
George is only saying that because we grew up together.
Yeah, we go back 60-odd years. It's a long time. We do,
school, yeah. As I said out there, we both went to convent school, so we're honest and...
good-looking, honest, bushy.
That's the one, yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rob, as I said before, you have a couple of years' experience on Shire. Could you just tell us who you are, how you feel about the town, how long you lived here? What I know you're not pushing any barrows, you're just an all-rounder. Yep. Just impart your profile.
Well, it was a sort of I've been here 45 years, came from the goldfields, as we sort of just mentioned. I was an electrician to start with, spent 25 years at CSBP, fertiliser there, as a supervisor mainly. And then about 20 years now, I've taken on apprentices and trainees in one form or another, which has been actually really rewarding for me. Something I wish I had done years and years ago. But I found the Shire really interesting. It kept me involved. I love being involved in the community, and as George just noted, I'd been 2 years on the Shire. I got the short straw there. There's normally a 4-year term, but someone left early, so I ended up with 2 years. And I felt like I'd just served my apprenticeship, and I was just getting used to all the acronyms and the workings of the Shire, and I had to leave. I did try to get back on again, and I wasn't successful there. I think I took a rather casual approach to it all. I didn't go on the radio, I didn't go in the paper, and I thought, if people want me, they'll vote for me. Most people know me. That was the attitude I took there. But I think Esperance itself is really going ahead gangbusters, and I really want to be part of it. And it'd be great to be involved in the decision-making and helping people make the right decision.
And I think you're a little like me, Rob. You're fairly laid back. You don't have a barrow to push. You just want to do what's good for Esperance.
That's right. Yeah, and I believe that my platform has always been and will be is common sense. You know, it's really easy to go on about things, but you really need to bring common sense into something. Say, is that really practical for Esperance, and what are we going to get out of it? And all the usual things people want to know: how much is it going to cost, and how much is it going to cost the ratepayers, and do we really need it? That sort of thing. So, and it's interesting the fact that I said before on the other interview I was doing. There's 8 Shire councillors, and when someone comes up here with a great idea, someone off the street says, "Oh yeah, it's absolutely marvellous," and you go back to council, then you've got to convince at least 4 or 5 other councillors that it is such a great idea to get it voted on. You can't just have your ideas and push them all the time. It's got to be a general consensus, and it's a team effort, which is really the main thing. And to be honest and upfront with all your dealings, I don't think you could do it any other way.
Democracy at its best, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. But it's interesting to see what happens in the town. It really does open your eyes. I'd like to think that everybody went up to a meeting in an agenda briefing or something and just really listened to what's going on, because it's there is a lot happening, and a lot of people come up to you and say, "Oh, I don't like this and don't like that." And I said, "Well, come and say so. You know, it's important, you know," and I thrive on feedback. I love criticism. I've always loved criticism. I like constructive criticism. What I don't like is destructive criticism.
I'm glad you said that. But we'll go to a song, we'll get our breath, and we'll come back in a minute. It was always with great trepidation that you approached the budget, and people really are looking just at the bottom line. You can only do what you can do.
Yes, yeah, and that's the big thing. When people say, "I want to lower the rates," yes, the rates can be lowered, but what services do you want to cut? You know, because at the moment, you know, they're running flat chat to keep up with things around the place. I know people have said to me, "Oh, I'm not getting the verges mowed, I'm not getting this done. Things aren't happening like that." And I say, well, it means that they have to put on more people, and it's really not what the name of the game is. We're trying to keep the costs down. So, yeah.
Well, we just remember, Rob, that you are sort of over the whole lot. You're not there for any one little thing, but no. That budget would be an interest to you. Definitely,
George. Yeah, it's an interest to everybody. We go through it with a fine-tooth comb as councillors. I know people have areas which they latch onto and really go through it, and I certainly will be doing the same thing.
So bottom line, vote for Rob Horan is a vote for a steady guy, I guess.
Thank you. That's it. That's what I'm here about.
Good on you, mate. And what was the first album you ever purchased?
Oh, crikey. Johnny Horton, North to Alaska.
Great choice. I'm sure I've got one on my song list somewhere. I'll find it for you and play it. What makes you smile?
Oh, getting up in the morning nowadays. Getting up in the morning and just looking out at Esperance. I go for a coffee with a mate and we go for a walk nearly every morning up to the jetty and back from Dome. And it's just, every time I look out, it's just so beautiful. Whether it's a wet day or a sunny day, Esperance has got so much to offer.
You live in a nice area of the town too, do you? You're overlooking the beach, I guess?
Overlooking the ocean, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beach, yeah.
Yep. What do you hope for or hope in for the future?
Oh, well, I just want to see Esperance prosper, and we can see what's happening now with all the activities going on with the new RAC caravan park, and the Bonaparte's been revamped to 33 degrees, and possibly the Esperance Hotel getting reopened, and the place is going gangbusters from what I can see, and come towards Christmas we're going to be inundated with people saying they can't travel anywhere else except within Australia, and it's too hot to go up north. So I think our beaches are going to be very popular. And
one of the big hopes in the future, I guess, is COVID-19.
Well, definitely, and we have to be very mindful of that, because at the moment you see on the news they're turning the truckies either going right to Cal or left to Esperance if they have any sign of COVID, and they're going to stay in their truck to get tested, which is odd, but that's the way it's going to go.
That's life as we see it today. All right, thank you, Rob, for your little bit of time here, a little bit of input, and all the best for your election next month, and all those others that are running. You're welcome to come down and have a talk to the public if you so wish. But Rob, it was nice to see you drop in today.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in the future up there looking after us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, George.